Everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. This is the BTCC Championship that we're running on a Thursday evening. This is League 2. Last week we had a mixture of League 1, League 2. This week we've got some of the drivers back, and we're back to the usual two different leagues. If you want to see what's happening over in League 1, I believe it's being broadcast on the official Ultimate Racing League channel. It's either that one or Unforgiven 7 YouTube channel. So just have a look out for them. Go over and have a look. You see what's happening in League 1. As I say, we're with League 2. That's what we're going to concentrate on. Not quite sure what round we're on. It's either round 4 or 5. I'm not 100% sure. But we're not bothered, are we? We just want to see some good racing. We've over in America this time at Watkins Glen, but we're on the short track. It's only just over 2.5 miles, 2.45 miles in length, and only 7 of the main track's corners. The inner loop, the outer loop, the chicane is in there, so a bit of fun and games should be had for that. But it just misses out the boot and the heel and the toe and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's still a pretty good track, actually. So without further ado, we will have a look down the track, down the grid even, and see where everybody is. Now, this has produced some fantastic racing, it's got to be said, in these cars. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the guys can do around it. Now, I think this is race 1. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping that it is sunrise, and we're going to do sort of an early morning, afternoon type thing. But we'll see. So apologies if I've got the races mixed up. I'm pretty sure that this is race 1, though. So as you can see, the lights are all on. There's not many on the grid, does there? But the lights are all on. But as I say, I'm hoping it is just sunrise, and it's not quite light enough to switch those headlights off at the minute. But there we go. Hoyland has put himself on pole position. IQC4, affectionately known as Bob, is in second. Then we've got Stealth in third. Hodgie is fourth. Hawkeye is fifth. Carlsberg is sixth. Silly Shot is seventh. That's not like Silly Shot to be down there, is it? So maybe not quite getting on with that Honda. And then we've got Aussie Rooster in the Ford. Sierra Cosworth in eighth. Now, I do know he's been having some issues with the Cosworth. The guys can't quite get it to perform as Aussie Rooster would like it, but it's good to see he's sticking with it, and well, who knows, they may have got it sorted for him. The mechanics have been working busily all week, so yeah, we'll see. He's not got a great qualifier, but that doesn't mean a lot, does it, when you've got cars crashing ahead of you? So come on, Aussie, let's get you up on that podium. So back up to the top then, let's get the normal view, and we'll get the lights out and underway. A good start for these guys. Race 2, I think, is going to be a what is it? It's just a random grid, and then race 3 will be a kind of a reverse thing. But there we go. Anyway, as we take off down towards turn 1, the 90 it's called. A bit of door bashing there from Hodgie and Bob, but Bob seems to go very deep into turn 1. It may be because of that door rubbing, but he's managed to get himself back out in front. Hodgie, a great start from Hodgie, has moved up into P2 with Hoyland dropping to third already. What a great start from Hodgie. Stealth is in fourth, then Aussie Rooster. Brilliant start. So those mechanics really have got to work on that Cosworth. Looks like he's got something hanging down there, or is it the exhaust? Unless it's his seatbelt just hanging out the door like they usually do, but who knows. Aussie Rooster, though, still a good start for him, up to 6, and Silly Shot. Again, another good start. Silly Shot was all the way down at the back, wasn't he? He's now, where's he gone? He's up into 4th, so Silly Shot really is putting on a show for us now. Bob has got himself up into the lead. Stealth has moved into 2nd, Hoyland in 3rd, Silly Shot 4th, Hodgie dropped down to 5th. Well, maybe it's because of the door bashing. I'm trying to work out where everybody is. Nobody's actually gone off, have they, at the minute? We've got Hawkeye at the back. Oh, now then, Hawkeye seems to be going very slowly then as they come around turn 7. Now, Hawkeye's heading into the pit, so let's just go back and see what's happened to Hawkeye, because he seems to have picked up something. Well, we're almost back at the start, aren't we? I'm going to keep going all the way back there. So Hawkeye, yeah, not quite sure what happened to him. Found himself down in 8th. Now then, is it a mechanical issue? He does seem to be going a little bit slower, so the throttle's fully down. Let's just follow him through the chicane, into the inner loop, through the outer loop. Let's have a look and see what's happening. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but Hawkeye, we will skip forward, but Hawkeye, as you can see, dives into the pits at the end of lap 1, so it may be for a change of tyres. Who knows? As far as I'm aware, they've got some softs and mediums to use. Let's have a look. So Bob out in front on the soft tyres, Stealth just behind him, also on the soft. In fact, let's have a look. I think everybody's on the soft. So Hawkeye may have come into the pits because he's the only one on mediums. I'm not sure. If somebody could let me know in the comments below, but in the meantime, Bob, he's not messing about. He is just going for it as he hits the chicane for the second time, into the inner loop, then the outer loop, onto turn 5, which is the outer loop, and then instead of carrying on left there, you can see the little chevron barrier there, just keep you turning right. Excuse me. So turn 5 now becomes into quite a big, long, sweeping right-hander. Then we're up to turn 6, and then the final turn, turn 7, before getting back onto the start-finish straight and heading down towards the 90 at turn 1. So Bob really trying to open up a lead now. Stealth, well, he's getting after him, isn't he? Stealth on the soft tyres as well. Everybody on the soft tyres. Stealth really trying to get after Bob. He doesn't want to let him get too far away. Let's have a look at the fastest lap. It is only the start of lap 3, but Bob has got the fastest, a 1:15.3. Stealth, a 1:15.4, so only 1/10 in it there. Silly Shot, what a fantastic couple of opening laps he's had, all the way from the back on 7th or 8th up to 3rd. So Silly Shot setting his stall out nice and early. Hoyland had a good start, didn't it? Well, no, he didn't have a good start, but he managed to get himself back into it, but dropped off again as he picked up that half-second penalty. He's in the FTO, I think it is. Yeah, he's in the FTO, so Hoyland is going to have to serve that half-second penalty. Now then, Aussie Rooster back up to 5th, settling into this race in that Cosworth. Yeah, I don't think he's close enough to actually capitalise on Hoyland's penalty that he's going to just about to serve now. If we see Hoyland coming up to the Silly Shot, I've just noticed Silly Shot picked up 1.5 seconds. Wow, the penalties are really being dished out today, aren't they? Watkins is not messing about when it comes to penalties, and Silly Shot, all that hard work he's done to get himself up into P3 could be undone. Excuse me, when he serves his penalty. 1.5 seconds. Hoyland, well, he'll have a bit of a grin on his face, won't he? He served his penalty. He stayed in 4th, chasing Silly Shot now. Silly Shot is going to serve that 1.5. He's definitely going to lose a place to Hoyland. Aussie Rooster, if he gets his skates on, he could get a little bit closer. He may be able to capitalise as well. Just looking behind him, we've got Colesberg. He's got half a second penalty. But that penalty's coming thick and fast. Aussie's picked up a second. Where on earth did he pick that up from? Let's just go back and have a look, because these penalties are ridiculous. Oh, I've got the run out then. Did he go too? Yeah, he did. He's gone too deep into turn 1. This is, yeah, let's have a look at this. I'll have a look from the reverse view. So we've come down to the 90 at turn 1, and you can see, yeah, he's gone very deep. And if you do get across that curb, then you do pick up that penalty. But wow, they really are being dished out. So Aussie Rooster in 5th, Goldsberg in 6th, both carrying penalties. Hoyland has no penalty. He served his as Silly Shot comes up towards the penalty zone after we get through the chicane. So Hoyland should move up into a P3 then. Let's have a look a bit further down. Hodgie, after that fantastic start of his, he's down in 7th now and in no man's land. Not quite sure what's happened to Hodgie, whether he's had a penalty to serve or he's just come a cropper somewhere. What's he in? Is it the BMW? Oh dear me, getting across the grass. That is very not like Hodgie at all. So maybe he's got some technical difficulties as well, but he's down there in 7th. Hawkeye is back on track, so whatever the problem was, he's got it sorted, and it looks like he's back up to full speed again. Still on the medium tyres though, so no tyre change for Hawkeye. He'll have 2 sets of softs to look forward to for the upcoming races, but he is now down in 8th with quite a gap to catch up to Hodgie, and Hodgie himself has got a bit of a task on his hands as well to catch up to both Aussie and Silly Shot. Silly Shot down to 5th now, having served that 1.5 second penalty. So big lesson for him then, don't pick any penalties up when you get there up into the podium positions. A lot of P's there, wasn't there? So Silly Shot now are putting the pressure on Carlsberg as we head towards the chicane then. It is Carlsberg into the inner loop first. Silly Shot always trying to have a look at the inside. He's trying to put Carlsberg off onto the outer loop at turn 5. Now this is one long sweeping right-hander, as we've mentioned. We will go on board with somebody to do a lap, maybe in race 2 when it's a little bit lighter. But for now, Silly Shot, we will jump on board with Silly Shot, shall we? As we try and get onto the back of Carlsberg. And look how quickly that Honda is catching up to the car in front. Now, whether that's down to the power of it or the slipstream, I'm not quite sure, but through turn 7 we go on to the start finish straight then, and across the start line to start lap 6. A quick look behind us, Aussie Rooster not that far away. You can see the headlights in the distance there. Then into turn 1, then hard onto those brakes, back off again and onto the power. Don't let the car drift too far to the left, as Aussie found out. And now then Silly Shot got a great exit out of turn 1. I thought he was actually going to have a look around the outside of Carlsberg then, but good defending from Carlsberg. Carlsberg letting Silly Shot know exactly where he's going to be when they hit that chicane. Oh, it's Carlsberg, yeah, he's still defending, so he is taking that outside line. If Silly Shot wants this, he's going to have to go a long way round, or do something pretty spectacular actually, because the chicane is not the place to overtake. We will have a look somewhere else, but these two really seem to be where the battle is. As I say, we've got Aussie Rooster in 6th, desperately trying to catch up, and as long as the 2 guys in front of him carry on fighting, then Aussie Rooster could get a little bit closer and join that little party of theirs. We've got Hodgie down in 7th, really in no man's land, with Hawkeye picking up another penalty way down there in 8th. Just use it as a bit of a testing lap or practice lap, ready for races 2 and 3. Back up to the top though, Bob is really going for it, isn't he? That gap he's maintaining back to Stealth. That penalty that Stealth has picked up is going to help as well, so Bob should be able to stretch that lead just a little bit further. We've got about 7 minutes of this race to go, so just over halfway. And at the minute it is Bob out in front with Stealth in 2nd. Hoyland is 3rd, all on his lonesome. Yeah, this is where the battle is. Let's just go back because Silly Shot managed to get that move done on Carlsberg. Let's just watch them. I'm pressing the wrong button, sorry. At turn 1 then, at the 90, it is Silly Shot goes up the inside of Carlsberg as they head down towards turn 2 and then into the S's. It is Silly Shot holding that inside line. Carlsberg, nothing he can do about that apart from wait for Silly Shot to go by and then slot in behind him. But Silly Shot seems to have a fantastic exit. It's all about the exit at turn 1 on this track. If you can get a really good exit out of turn 1, you can carry the speed up through the S's at turns 2 and 3 before hitting this chicane. And that's exactly what Silly Shot's done, and you can see he's already opened up a decent gap actually between himself and Carlsberg. Carlsberg is still there, he's still hanging in there, fighting away, looking for a decent exit out of here. Now he does seem to have gone a little bit closer now to Silly Shot. Starting to stutter now. I'm getting that excited. Carlsberg catching up to Silly Shot. Silly Shot maybe a little bit too cautious now. He's actually leading this battle. He was all guns blazing, wasn't he, when he was chasing, but now he's leading. He's maybe a little bit too cautious, and Carlsberg is right up the chuff. We're just going to stay with these two as they go through turn 1 to see whether Carlsberg can get any closer. Don't pick any penalties up, boys. Just stay on the orange and yellow. Well done. Aussie Rooster still there in 6th. The gap just doesn't seem to be closing for him. Let's just hope he's got that car sorted out and he feels a bit more comfortable with it so he can come back fighting in race 2. Same with Hodgie. I mean, it's a great looking car, isn't it? What he's got, what is it, a BMW, is it? Or a Merc? Oh, I don't know. Have a look, get the right. Oh, it's a Merc. It's the Merc. It's a great looking thing. But at the minute, not quite performing how Hodgie wants it to. Although he's doing his level best to catch up to the guys in front. Let's have a look back up at the top, shall we, and see what's happening with Bob. Well, he has just gone, hasn't he? Look, there is nobody anywhere near him. Stealth is in second. We can just see Stealth's headlights coming around turn 7 as Bob crosses the start-finish line to start lap 9. We have just crossed over the 10-minute mark, so just under 5 minutes to go in race 1. Look, just that shot then looked like it was getting a little bit darker then, so maybe I've got the races the wrong way round, I don't know. I'm just guessing this is race 1. I'm hoping it is. So Bob really going for it. This is, as they say, his race to lose now. He's just got to stay steady. Very, very consistent. You can see 115, so 115.28, 115.2 dead, 115.0, 115.2. Very, very consistent for Bob. That's excellent racing. Not really been troubled, has he, though, since he managed to get himself out in front. He just took off and, yeah, he's just got his head down and done his own thing. Pretty much the same as Stealth, actually. He's not really been challenged in this race up to now. He has got Hoyland chasing him down, but there is still a decent gap there. So Stealth has just got to hold on. Our birthday boy as well, actually. I think it was his birthday when he did this race, so happy birthday to Stealth. I know I'm not going to sing it, but as I say, happy birthday anyway. So it'd be good to see him up on the podium, glass of champagne in his hand for his birthday. Then we've got Hoyland in third, so that is pretty much your podium lineup for race 1. Hoyland started on pole position and is down to P3, but I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Then we've got Goldsberg. He's managed, well, these two really are chopping and changing, aren't they? Goldsberg now in 4th, Silly Shot in 5th. So Silly Shot got all that work to do again. Aussie Rooster definitely a lot closer, so Silly Shot may have had an issue somewhere, and apologies, we missed that. We can't watch everybody all of the time, but Aussie Rooster definitely seems to be catching up to the back of Silly Shot. Silly Shot really starting to put the pressure back on Carlsberg again. He's got about 2.5, just over 2.5 minutes of this race to try and get P4 back, and the way he's gone through that chicane, he really has carried a lot of speed. There is just no room for him, though. He's Carlsberg really slamming the door shut on that inside line. So Silly Shot having to adjust very quickly to try and have a look around the outside, but he lost all momentum, didn't he? Now he's having a bit of a look. He slings that car onto the inside as they hit turn 6. Oh, and it's Silly Shot. Oh, Carlsberg very deep now, then he'll be lucky to get away with that one. Let's just see if Goldsberg picks up a penalty. I think he has got away with it. Maybe he didn't quite cross the line. I thought he did. We're just going to stick with these two because they are the closest we've got to a good battle taking place. Oh, Goldsberg couldn't get that car slowed down, and Silly Shot really does take advantage. Where is Carlsberg? Where's he gone? There he is. So Silly Shot back up into 4th after that mistake from Carlsberg. Just went too deep, maybe too quick into turn 1, and Silly Shot says thank you very much and steps on through. Let's just have a look and see what's happening up here, because looking at the map at the top right, Stealth and Hoyland are a lot closer. Yes, they are, but they're not quite fighting it out just yet. This Hoyland in 3rd, yeah, Silly Shot and Carlsberg are the ones fighting it out for P4, and Silly Shot is currently holding on to it. Goldsberg, though, comes back very, very quickly, doesn't he? Doesn't allow Silly Shot to get away. And Goldsberg having another go. Let's have a look at the time. We are into the last minute of this first race. Silly Shot just holding on to P4 as they go around turn 6 into turn 7 then to start what will be the last lap as Goldsberg has a look up the inside. There was a bit of a door knock there, but Goldsberg manages to squeeze through. Silly Shot, has he just got his nose in front? He has. Who's going to get into turn 1? Carlsberg's got that inside line. No, he hasn't. Silly Shot manages to get to turn 1 first. So Silly Shot in P4, Carlsberg in 5th. Then we've got Aussie Rooster just hanging about in the background, waiting for these two guys to have a coming together so he can slip on through. Let's have a look and see where Bob is now. Bob is, he's just coming around turn 5, so 2 more turns for him. And it is race 1. Job done, job accomplished. The laptop's looking a lot wobbly now, sorry about that. So Bob, we're going to stay with Bob as we turn around turn 6. Doesn't matter even if he picks a penalty up there, really, does it? Through turn 7, and did we get a flash of the lights? We certainly get some sparks as he rubs the barrier around turn 7. So well done to Bob, good victory for him, made it look easy in the end. Oh, and the fight is on for P2. Stealth just about to hold on to it ahead of Hoyland, and he does. So Stealth second, Hoyland third. Silly Shot will come in P4 despite the best efforts of Colesberg. Fantastic stuff between those two, but Silly Shot does get P4 in the end. Colesberg across the line in 5th. Aussie Rooster couldn't quite catch them, could he? Finishes in 6th with Hodgie crossing the line to take P7, and Hawkeye, well, not quite sure what happened to him. Hopefully he's got all the technical gremlins sorted out, and he will come back fighting strong in races 2 and 3. He's on the medium tyres, so we'll keep an eye on that. He should be using the soft tyres for the next 2 races. We shall see. So hopefully you can join me. I will be back very shortly, so go and get yourself your drink and your popcorn, and we'll have a look at races 2 and 3, shall we? Catch you in a minute.